posts up this kind of public apology in the newspaper saying, listen, Rose is called off the wedding. She doesn't feel it's right. She wants to give Dave Glover his life back. Like, she thought it was going to be a personal thing, that the two of them were in love via their correspondence and letters. It's not even known if they ever met in real life. Right?
Jesus.
So,
why did he write to her?
He's obviously mad. Now, in case anybody's fucking, this is even a tiny bit before my time, a tiny bit. So I'm going to give you a little bit of the thing about Rose West, right? Rose West is currently serving 10 consecutive life sentences in Durham prison in England, right?
I wonder which one she's on now.
It's actually on 2.
Hang on.
Right? So, this is fucking insane. Rose and her husband, Fred West, killed at least 10 young women, right? Including at least one of their daughters.
Their own daughters?
Their own daughters.
Jesus.
There may have been 2, I'm not totally sure. Like I said, I'm not an alt model, so I didn't get too deep into the fucking bones of it. But one of them, at least, was their 8-year-old daughter, who was buried underneath the patio. So they buried all the bodies on their property. So this is fucking insane. Like, it's fucking insane. So she killed 10 people. Now, she instigated. A lot of people were like, oh, Fred West obviously got her involved in it. Fred West was in prison when she killed her daughter. Now, it was her stepdaughter. It was Fred's daughter.
Also, did you see a few years ago they made a movie or TV show about it? And they made her out to be the biggest pig.
Oh, she's a scumbag.
So she is definitely, I'm sorry.
100%.
Everyone says she was pig evil.
She started the killings while Fred was locked up. And he came home to find out his stepdaughter had been killed. And he was like, alright, yeah, Grant. So then they started snatching women.
What's for dinner?
But they had a bunch of other kids. And apparently they used to joke to the other kids, like, if you're not good, you'll end up under the fucking patio, like you're one.
Fucking
so that's how they kept the kids in line. Now, Fred originally was arrested for molesting his daughter. Right? So this is where the whole thing came from. Then they found a body. One of the kids ratted them out or something like that. And they found all the bodies. Now, the house and all now, the house that the murders were committed in, and where the bodies were buried, has been flattened, and there's just a pathway there. The entire house has been deleted from existence.
That happened with another thing that's coming up. Yeah. I think, like, I don't know. I'm not really, like, spiritual. I don't believe in ghosts really that much, but I believe that a certain place that all these horrible things happen
shouldn't exist.
Has this little scar.
Yeah, it shouldn't exist.
Time, and an invisible, like, I wouldn't even say spiritual, just this energy,
just a relic,
residual energy. Yeah. So just, I mean, even if knocking down those walls alone you know what? Weirdly, people think that's bullshit. Knock that gaff down.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's gone now. But I'm close to you with that. The way I look at it is that. If you didn't know those atrocities were committed there, you'd feel terrible when you found out you bought that house.
Jesus,
Second of all, the people who will be attracted to buying that house because of those atrocities are probably not going to be great people anyway. So, best thing to do is, chances are it's a council house.
And as well as that, can you imagine the day you moved in, the neighbours going, what?
Yeah, just be rid of it.
Like, this gaff was a steal. Like, yeah, but
we got it for the tenner.
Sit down and they'll bring you in a flat and tell you a little story about why that gaff
Don't go digging up that fucking garden, like. Horrific. So yeah, the basis from Slade, Dave Glover, got engaged to Rose West. The second, I think, only the second female serial killer in the UK's history after Moira Hindley.
Another fucking bitch.
Absolute scum pig. Who's your next one?
My next one, the song, In Excess, Never Tears Apart. The man, Michael Hutchence. The rumour. True or false? That Michael Hutchence died of autoerotic asphyxiation.
The strangle wank.
The strangle wank. The last tug. The handshake with God.
I always heard he died of a strangle wank. Him and Grasshopper died of strangle wanks.
Grasshopper.
Remember Grasshopper?
Oh, fuck. Tiny Grasshopper.
Yeah. Grasshopper. Yeah, Kill Bill, like.
Yeah. Well, listen.
He died of a strangle wank as well, yeah?
I have a feeling... I can't say...
Isn't there a rumour that Chris Cornell died of a strangle wank as well and not the fucking painkillers or whatever?
Yes. Well, that was brought out to make it seem like... And this was as well, I think, to make it seem like a much less sad suicide.
Okay.
Like, as in it wasn't suicide.
Yeah.
But I honestly think, after reading through this, and you tell me what you think after this, because we can't never know. I would put this down to a straight up suicide. No strangle wanks.
Okay.
A suicide.
Where does Cax down? So this is what I need to know. Like, loads of people hang themselves in wardrobes, right? And off doors.
He was in a hotel room. He might have been in his nip.
All these cunts died.
His pants were so cool.
I know, they're painted onto him, like.
So good.
So if
we should talk about, by the way, this song is one of my favourite songs of all time.
Which song have you got
Never
down?
Tears Apart.
Yeah.
And one of the best frontmen of all time.
Amazing. Suicide Blonde is an absolute go-to for me. It's so good. So good.
Fucking hell.
Remember weren't didn't INXS become scumbags after this and have a TV show trying to find a new singer?
That's not scumbaggy. That's like, I don't want to fucking go back to my old job.
Yeah, but didn't they do it on telly?
They did.
Yeah, I'm not into
I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all.
Really?
No.
Like when fucking Evan Seinfeld and Sebastian Bach started the band on MTV.
Listen.
I'm not into that. Just get a new singer and fuck off, like. Yeah. Alice in Chains, just get one in.
I know. But
do it on telly.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a bit desperate.
I watched it.
Oh, I didn't. I don't know.
Making me feel bad now.
I just think the whole thing. It's like, okay, right, so our singer died horribly. We need a new one. Put it on telly.
I don't know if much was made about Michael Hutchins in that show. I don't think it was.
But the whole idea was that he fucking died of a strangle wank and they needed a new one, like. Well, did he die of a strangle wank?
Well, let's just talk about it, right?
Yeah.
So. Right.
Because this is important to me because I like INXS.
Who's the last person that he talked to before he died?
Who was the last person that Michael Hutchins talked to before he died? Wasn't he with Bob Geldof's ex-missus?
Yes.
What's her name?
Polly Yates.
Polly Yates.
Yes.
And didn't he have a kid called fucking Mimi or Fifi or...
Heavenly Hirani Tiger Lily Hutchins.
Tiger Lily, that's the one. It wasn't any of them. It was at Gandhi.
It was Geldof.
He talked to Geldof?
Yes. He rang up and said, please, please, please let me see my kids. Because he was supposed to meet up with them in Australia and Geldof decided, no.
Geldof could fuck off.
Now, hang on. Right, I'm going to put this out. There's a chance Geldof might have went. He's too fucked up on drugs to see. He had kids with Polly Yates.
Yeah.
Geldof at the time, I think.
And Geldof had kids with Yates as well.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
So, but he didn't have kids. Yeah, he didn't have kids with Hutchins. Geldof and Hutchins had a kid.
It's 2020 now, they could.
So Geldof has admitted that he received a phone call from Hutchins hours before the Australian was found dead.
Okay.
Yates was the first person to suggest auto asphyxiation, the strangle wank.
Fuck off.
No.
That's dirt.
She also said Bob Geldof killed him on the phone.
Fuck her then.
Well, she dead now as well. She died in 2000 of a heroin overdose on her daughter's birthday. Fucking hell. You know what? I'm actually going to I'm not going to capacitate.
Hardcore mammying right there.
She said Bob Geldof murdered Michael Hutchins, she told Britain's Daily Express.
Where did Hutchins die? What country?
Australia.
And where was Geldof?
England.
Guarantees in England, yeah?
Yeah, he was in England.
Of course.
He rang up saying, please let me see my kid. You're supposed to come over to Sydney before INXS went on this huge tour.
Yeah.
Because this is the 90s, man. Where's the height of their fame? Yeah, no, late 80s, early 90s. It would have been fine.
92, 93.
Yeah, probably waning, but not tour-wise.
No.
Album-wise, probably...
Maybe, but yeah, they would have been selling out big spots.
I think the last thing they put out was that live album, if I'm not mistaken.
With the stars in it. Yeah.
So a lot of people think that the fact that Geldof decided we're not going over to Australia...
And sent his spiritual fucking being... sent his soul over to kill him.
Like in Game of Thrones, like that thing that goes under the water.
Yeah, the fucking, one with the tits, Melisandre's fucking blood, period demon.
Shadow.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Shadow rag.
Did she have to get railed on to fucking unleash that fucking murder? They never explained that either in that fucking TV show.
So, her thing was, that bastard killed Michael. He calls himself Saint Bob. That makes me sick. He killed my baby.
He did take a knifehood, the fucking prick, and he's Irish.
Of course he did.
Dirty cunt.
Especially, we're talking from a place where we just found out Sinn Féin are the new government, or something's going to happen. So yeah, look, fucking Polly Yates died in 2000. Then 14 years later, her daughter Peaches died of an overdose as well.
Oh yeah,
where her kid's in the gaff also.
Jesus Christ, this lineage needs to be wiped out.
I think this is like cursed, like the fucking Bruce Lee family.
Yeah, maybe.
Except with them, it was like fake bullets and weird. How did Bruce Lee die again?
Oh shit, how did Bruce Lee die?
I remember Dragon.
How did Bruce Lee die? I know they made a big song and dance.
Well, I think now, to be fair, you can call this a curse, but that family this family did two things. Call their kids mad things and bang a load of heroin.
Yeah, they were mad into fucking drugs.
I think... What do I think? I think Michael Hutchins killed himself after he off the phone. Apparently the last thing that Bob Geldof said to him was, you need to move on, this is not your wife anymore. That's not really a horrible thing to say in terms of the truth, especially consider Michael Hutchins was trying to call him 10 times to 20 times a day before that to go, please let me see my kids. I think that's a fucking real sad story. How did Bruce Lee die?
Cerebral edema. So he was suffering, he kept passing out and he was having
Cerebral
headaches.
demon?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think he was shooting the game of death. And yeah, he passed out and died.
So yeah, listen, that was the Michael Hutchins strangle. It's not simple. It's not just he was found with the lemon in the mouth and the. So they put a lemon in the mouth for dogs.
Apparently, that's the whole idea. Apparently, we should explain what autoerotic asphyxiation is.
Yes, you.
Okay, so basically,
you are the man to do this, Gar.
All right, so what a lot of people do is they take their belt and they like catch it in a door jamb, and they take the loop of the belt and they start strangling themselves with it. And that while they're doing this, they're pulling the belly off themselves, so they're having the wank, right? So the whole idea is that as you're wanking, you're strangling yourself, but you're supposed to have like a slice of lemon.
We should say that as well, as to make the orgasm super powerful.
So apparently you're supposed to have a slice of lemon in your mouth and the citrus kind of blast you out of it. So
no, that's not the reason.
But it's like to stop yourself from fucking passing out.
Yeah.
Right? So what happens is you're strangling yourself, you're choking yourself, you're hanging yourself while masturbating. And just as you're about to come, you like let loose on the fucking rope so the blood rushes to your head and you bite down on the citrus just afterwards to stop yourself from passing out and like collapsing into the noose and killing yourself.
It's like an elaborate tequila.
It's just a stupid form of wanking. Especially, like, it's fucking stupid. Like, think about...
I don't know, man. I've never tried it.
Who would? Who would ever try it? Like, Michael Hutchins had all the money in the world, right? Had plenty of money.
But hotel rooms.
Doesn't matter. Hotel rooms. Just ring down. This is the fucking 90s. Ring down to the front door. Listen, I need 8 brazzers.
Hang on. Sorry,
ASAP.
again, Michael Hutchins brazzers? No. He's Michael Hutchins.
Well, you just go down to the bar then.
Yeah, hello, you.
Yeah, exactly. Look at me. Suicide dick.
Just look at me.
Exactly.
Look at my face. You know who I am? Yeah. But even if you didn't, look at me.
Even Grasshopper. Do you know what I mean? So like, did you ever see Kill Bill? Do you like Quentin Tarantino? I'll ring him. Just come up and play me dick. And I'll ring him for you.
Oh, yeah, so David's looking for some sex, so you should probably just give it to him.
Like, fucking hell. Yeah, David Carradine, fucking hell. Like, I don't understand these strangle wanks. I'll never understand it. And I've had some mad elaborate wanks in my day, but not one that can fucking kill you.
There's also the danger. Do you remember the danger wank?
The original danger wank was the one where you were having a wank, and just as you were about to come, you called your Ellen. You just shouted your Ellen.
Finish, and
you had to try and finish it before your ma came in.
So bizarre to bring your ma.
I know. What the fuck?
Don't do that.
You used to live in there. You know what I mean? You're made of what's about to come out of you.
I think that's bullshit. No one's ever done that.
No one's ever had a danger wank. That's just
anyway.
lies.
Look, that was in excess. That was Michael Hutchins. Who is your next one?
Did someone in Led Zeppelin pleasure a groupie with a shark?
That's a strong rumour, and I'd love to know, actually. I knew about this. That was one of the on my short list, but I never checked up on it.
Okay, so I put Led Zeppelin Communication Breakdown, so I put down there. That's my favourite Zeppelin song. I just like it. There's an awful lot of writing, so bear with me here, okay? So it's 1969, July 27th, at the Seattle Pop Festival. Okay, so the setting of what's going on here is kind of important.
Okay.
So, Zeppelin played this festival, loads of other bands played the fucking festival as well. And most of the bands are staying in this hotel called the the Edgewater. The Edgewater Hotel. I was about to say the Overlook Hotel. The Edgewater Inn, it's called. And the whole thing with the Edgewater Inn is that one side of the entire hotel hangs out over like either a sea or a big body of water.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is that people go fishing out their hotel windows.
Amazing.
Right? And that's the cool thing about this fucking Edgewater Inn.
That's cool.
So, this rumour has never really been properly put to bed. It has been...
Well, let's break it down and we'll decide.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, so, some of the band are hanging out in the room. They're hanging out with a couple of the guys from Vanilla Fudge. Right? The drummer's name is Carmine Appice. Now, Carmine, fucking hell, apparently it was Carmine's room that all this happened in. This is so difficult. There's books written about this, right?
Just this shark incident?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
This is fucking insane, right?
I'm on Papa Glat.
So, Carmine Appice, who's the drummer with Vanilla Fudge, he's hanging out in his hotel room.
They're a great band.
I love Vanilla Fudge. He's hanging out. Now, he's after bringing this groupie with him. And the reason he brought this groupie with him was that he met her at this Seattle Pop Festival.
Yeah.
And he jumps in his limo. She jumps in with him. And on their way to the Edgewater Hotel, she sucks his dick, right? So he's like, I'm grand now for a while. And she goes, listen, you need to introduce
She
me.
filleted him.
Exactly.